use code NEOC on CSGO Roll.
All right, I'm just gonna call Rafter. So this guy, he was on the stream, and I don't know who, but I believe someone redeemed this for him, where it's a coaching session. So we're just gonna look at a demo together with screen share or whatever. And yeah, maybe you guys can learn something. So we're gonna give him a quick call. Hello there.
Hello, Neok.
Hi, Rafter. So I already saw you were pretty high low. I think it was like 2,500, right?
That.
Flashing out mid.
No, nothing out, nothing out.
We have it.
Okay. A little bit of an awkward situation there, going double shorts.
Smoking palace.
I like to do it just because usually it's not expected, and especially on rounds like these, you should be able to defeat them easily without like losing a deagle round to headshots by the winner guy either peeking or the connector guy peeking and giving an entry.
So yeah, it's sort of a gamble. If it works good. But let's say they go for a B rush, then you're a little bit fucked, right? Because your flashes are coming in, you're stuck on short, and they're probably gonna take B. So it's, I mean, I personally don't like to gamble. Maybe you're just a little bit of a degenerate. That's okay. You know, if they come mid, you're gonna shut them down. If they go B, probably fucked. But again, your M4s should be okay. Okay, your teammate gets completely destroyed there.
One con.
Do you like this, rotating to short? That way you can check if he comes up connecting.
Two guys are low.
Nice. Right, so already in my mind, I'm thinking, if I was in the same situation, already check, do you have kits? No kits available. So you have to make this a fast retake.
Do you have any clue where they are?
There's a kit con.
Oh, there's a kit? Alright, that helps.
Plus underwatch. Can be CT or side.
Yeah, has to be CT.
You defuse, bro.
Why would you pull out the knife there?
I mean, I saw the time and I felt like, oh shit, I need to defuse now. And
I mean, it's still okay to just hold your gun out because technically you didn't clear this position, and that's just something because it's a default plant, right? If it's a default plant,
it can only be palace or site there. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so
That's my
CT,
bad.
palace, or here. I don't think your teammates really saw anyone go there. So let's say he is in this position, you don't have to worry about it, right? If I was to retake here, I would prefer it more to just go with my teammates, swing together. Like obviously you come upstairs, you kind of check these positions if you can see anyone. You could jump for a jump spot, but again, risky. So after you check this from stairs, you check all the angles. I would prefer to maybe go with your teammate here and then clear out this way, right? Because then you can instantly check this position. Your teammate can sort of check here. And let's say you don't see anyone ninja, then you can just tap the bomb or you can even stick it and just hold palace. Because if he's going to come from ramp, he can't come within 5 seconds from there to stop the defuse. Right, so I would hold palace. Just clear this, hold palace, stick the defuse. But pulling out the knife, it's sort of like a panic little thing, right?
It was panic, yeah. I felt like the time going out, and I knew he didn't like it. So
No.
Oh, he has it.
No.
What a guy.
Yeah,
Wow. Someone gets entered somewhere. I don't know exactly where. I'm guessing window. Yeah. So now, right now, you guys are in a disadvantaged position. So I would either recommend pushing for info, taking that risk, maybe taking the 1v1, or just sort of stacking a site together. I would either stack the site or take a risk and push here, because then at least, let's say you take the info. If there's people there, you're going to get fast info and the rotates can still come in. Let's say there's no one there, you get all the info, you get a fast flank. Or even flank that way. But staying on B...
I'm hiding CT. Just let them cross.
Yeah, okay, so you do push there. Already another entry on A, right? They're coming up connector. So either you have to go fast or you have to rotate back. Check short.
I'm pretty sure I just chill here. I don't do anything else.
Yeah, so you're kind of chilling. And now you come short. And now I would say it's already too late because your team has already been fully entry. So again, it's just a little bit of a slow play maybe. Because you obviously cannot rely on your team because they're making mistakes and stuff. So already here, 2 of your A players are dead. Right, again, I need to see some action here. There has to be some sort of rotate going on, right?
The only reason why I stayed on the car position is because I heard a kitchen window smoke. That's the only reason. I should have rotated it.
Oh, yeah.
So I got tricked.
Yeah, it was sort of just a fake. I believe just on the entries alone, you know there's going to be max 2B. Because I'm pretty sure 2 different guys got kills towards this area. So 2B and then doing a B execute, a little bit weird. You know, most people just go for that window smoke and then they start throwing flashes. But the window smoke came in. Nothing really happens, right? So already you should be thinking, all right, well, I either take some info, check anyone here. If there's no one here, Most likely a fake, because there's no way they would throw that window smoke and not commit to it, right? Because then they would just go underpass or they go back T-spawn. Your teammates just got entry on A. Kermish has contact. Already you should be doing something. Either should be going short together with Farron, or you should just be rotating back to A. But you're, again, chilling maybe a bit too much. And now, this is the second time in the round where you really don't have any impact. Because that's the thing, right? You want to go off your teammates' information, and you want to be able to contribute to the round. Otherwise, they are basically playing a 4v5. And you're just going to stay committed here until your entire team is dead, and now you're left in a 1v4. So this is pretty much the same thing that happened the round before. You're stuck in a 1v5, 1v4. I don't know why. So you got to find a way for you to have impact before this gets to this point. So now you have the AK. Now with the AK, you want to take a active position, since you're the only guy that has some sort of weapon.
Realized this. See, I'm going back here. I realized this. I realized like everyone else has vehicles, I should probably do something.
Okay, so you do realize it. That's good. Personally, I would have probably bought a smoke and then sort of play towards connector, because connector window are the most proactive areas. And since you're getting smoked window a lot, it's maybe better to just play connector, because they do the top con smoke a lot. So if you have a smoke here, it's very strong, right? It's hard for them to see. You can sort of play a one way. You can maybe even peek top mid. You can even peek under. Sort of a passive angle, which is okay. You know, they do favor connector a lot. So playing a sort of off passive angle is all right.
Can be short, yeah.
But Kermish shouldn't be peeking this.
I'm rotating.
But fuck.
Yeah.
Can help you.
I mean, for Kermish, this is just bad because this position achieves nothing if you're holding it like this, right? Because the only thing that's going to happen to Kermish is just he's going to get wallbanged. Better for him to just look into the wall, have you play the first contact, and that way maybe he plays a bit of anti-flash in a way. Because there's no way they're going to see him if he's looking into the wall without having to shoot at you first. So now your teammate dies, and there's no trade. Not a lot of impact into the round here. And then you get shot from Palace. Because you have no CT player.
This is what I don't understand. The guy who was A, he rotated through CT to window.
Yeah, it's also a bit weird, especially since window is smoked. This really achieves nothing. I would have maybe liked it more if you just jumped ticket, you know, went for the headshot angle towards Palace. But also, when you save that AK, you know your team's on an eco, you have to instantly think, all right, how can I be most impactful for my team? Right? You have to be the entry fragger. There's no point in letting your team die first before you go ahead and do something with the AK. And especially now when your teammate dies, you don't even do a trade of all. Like, okay, sure, maybe he will peek jungle now after you got that entry towards stairs. But at the start of the round, you think, all right, AK, mest impact, window, con, all right. Buy a smoke, buy a molly, whatever. Maybe even buy flashes. Just have the utility so you can make a play. You could example also just smoke connector. You could have a teammate of yours buy flashes and ask for the flashes over connector. And then you can sort of pop out, maybe get a cheeky kill, go back. You know, like being proactive is probably the best play you could do, because this is already a third buy round for you, and the only thing that you've done so far in the buy round is just go for exit. So that's sort of the reoccurring theme I'm seeing here.
The biggest fault, I think, is usually I am simply too passive. Like something like since long ago, I always know that I'm too passive. I don't really push. I don't really try to push. But I realized this, so I tried to make changes. I tried to make gambles to make up for this. Like right now, we're trying to push short with 2 people again because I realized, oh no, I'm being too passive again.
Okay, so you do realize that's good. Personally, I would have maybe liked an underboost. Underboost is, I would argue, more strong than a short push, because short pushes can get punished, like by just a simple flash like this, or maybe even having AWP posted up here, or like this. No one's really gonna check the underboost unless there's someone coming here and seeing this smoke. Right, so early round, under boost is nice. Then you have the top con smoke or the bottom con smoke. You can go out this way. You get a nice entry. But let's see what you do here on short.
I'm playing CT.
Because obviously people in BFs are gonna hear this, right? So they can just call that.
Let's go.
And you meet first.
Top mid.
Yeah. So I kind of expected this to happen. I mean, there is a trade from your teammate, but again, he dies. Now you do something proactive. So it's good you want to do something active, but the plan would have maybe worked more on an anti-eco. Against AKs and ops, I don't prefer swinging short. Maybe doing a smoke here and then using it as a one-way would be better, because then you can also sort of oversee the boxes. I would have liked you more to just say, okay, let's boost under, have someone else go B, and then you can get a cheeky kill. You know, you have to flash for yourself. You're flashing over this way. Maybe better to flash over this way. It goes deeper. It blinds them more. They stay blind for longer, and then you can maybe get a cheeky kill. Because if you flash here, it's not really gonna blind top mid, in case you didn't know. So that's why
you throw like towards deeper mid. How do you do that one?
I mean, you can throw it over this wall here.
Yeah, okay.
You just throw it this way, because then it goes deeper. and you really get everyone. Even behind the boxes, they'll be blind. If you throw a flash here, and they've already made their way behind the boxes, it's not going to blind them. Maybe that's something you can do if you want to go for that short attack, is flash over this way. Or you could have someone ask from connector or A side to throw a flash this way. And right now, this is already kind of scuffed, because the moment you see someone here and you cannot get that first headshot, I would have already just aborted. Because then you give away your presence, and it's really easy for them to just either go for a pre-fire, go for a jiggle or something, or even throw a nade.
See one mid, but could be behind boxes. I'm only holding shot right now. Could be coming close call.
Okay, good communication. That's important.
A lot.
And your teammate rotates here. What? Now, this is just a teammate fucking you up. This is the worst rotate this guy could make. I don't really see why he would rotate here. They have already got a 3A setup. You're holding sort of the mid line, no connector, but again, 3A, so connector should be taken care of. But by Faring running away here, he's pretty much putting you in a position to and hold B-Eps and hold this. Because one top con smoke and you guys are fucked. Right? Okay, so yeah, they're coming out ramp, they're coming out palace. I would probably just hold connector here.
From short.
Because you're the short player.
Holding cross.
So holding the cross again now isn't necessary because you have Cam issue. He's legit just fighting this. There's no way for them to cross the site. The only thing you should worry about is actually connector. And now you see the issue here because this guy rotated off, which wasn't necessary. You get
Hello,
fucked
Mr.
up
Ryan,
because someone pushed
suffering
BFs.
from my exams.
Right? Because this
Help me,
exact
please.
situation would have been fine if Farron stayed here. He would have taken care of this guy. You would have held short, and Camish would have taken this fight. So again, that's just sort of face it. You know, teammates fuck you up.
2 mid and 1B.
One window. Shh.
Oh, you're gonna get this?
It's
It's
inside window,
smoked.
100%. It's smoked off.
Okay.
I can't hold.
It's alright. Man.
So that was a very good call. Just a very bad peek by Dingster. And the reason this is bad, because if someone comes window, the only thing he's going to check is this vent window thing. And he's going to then come to A, and then he's going to just check A like this. Like legit, Dingster peeks in the exact angle this guy's expecting him to be in. So that was just bad from your teammate. You gave the correct information. You gave everything he needed. I would have liked your teammate to maybe then push ramp. Because you know this guy pushed window. He's probably just going to clear everything this way. And then he's going to go CT and clear that. Because he doesn't really expect you to be close ramp. And then, you know, he gets a kill on the bomb. He can defend the bomb. Maybe he has a smoke. He could smoke this off. So again, your teammates are slightly fucking this up. You are going to come CT, which is good. And
Can
then...
you flash?
No, wait, flashing now.
So good flash.
3 nades. What the f-
One more.
What
Nice
pallet,
kill.
what pallet?
Remember, you still have a smoke, which you can play with. Okay, now this is a bit risky. Yes, Cam is just sort of holding palace. I wouldn't trust my teammates like this in any way. But what you could do, for example, here is you just drop a smoke in the middle of the site. Sort of like a simple smoke, which you can play around. Which is always nice.
Flashing over bench, going CT.
Mode.
That works.
Nice.
One more
Again, really open here.
pallet.
What's out mid? They can be out now. I'm going towards B. I can help mid. Green.
I mean, honestly, in a situation like this, I would maybe even prefer just to have an op towards B-apps instead of having the op on short. Because the M4 is just a bit more viable in this situation. Like, let's say they come up here. You can do like a little spray. If they jump up here, you can just take some headshots. You can even play ladder. And having that op is just an easy lockdown. You can just hold this entire angle. No one's going through it.
I have B apps.
Or even you could just stay on this ledge. And you could just kind of jiggle, shoot, maybe even fall back, go like this. And it's just very strong to hold B that way. And that now you can have like Farron on short and him being more fluid in the way where he goes. You could go here, you even push up, you know, just, I don't know. I really don't like having the op here. Because then I feel like you're not utilizing the op fully, right? Because, yeah, you know, sometimes someone goes chair, but most of the time they don't go there. They walk down this way or they go from underpass, and then you're not really doing anything, right?
So no more short up.
Probably. I mean, you can if you want to, but that's something you would do if you have a good spawn and you go window and you jump short and then you hold that angle. That's nice, right? Because you can beat the timing, you can beat the top mid smoke, you can beat the window smoke. But going like this, then going short and then holding this, already losing the timing and way too passive. I would prefer more to just go B-ups. And then you always have the possibility to just kind of walk in and take an even deeper angle and just to catch people off guard, right? And then at least you know B is completely clear. You can even have someone just rotate completely off and just expect them not to be short, and then you can always still sort of push B-ups with the op.
Shot.
Backside, right side. Dead backside.
Nice in front.
One
Deep
long
shot.
as well.
Just maybe a bit too aggressive. I mean, you already killed the backside guy, and you know they have a short player. Just by killing this guy, that's pretty much B done, right? You can plan here. He can play B apps, and this guy's also going to come up late B apps, so he can plant the bomb. I would have liked you more to either stay here or stay behind the bench, kind of fight short, and not just give away the peak. Because if you take that peak and you die there, then they don't have to worry about this at all. They already know this guy's coming late because they can hear the footsteps and they know one guy's planting the bomb. It's just a lot more doable for the CT side, right? Just maybe a bit too overconfident.
One in jungle. And be
Oh.
left side.
Jungle picking you, pushing. Green. It's
Bro, you sound like Eminem on Rap God.
close.
Yeah, so this is something that I got coached by NATO during my coaching session with him, is that if your teammates are going aggressive mid, you can probably take a timing better if you were standing closer to Palace. Because this is a bit too far away that if someone was to if something was to happen, so let's say this guy maybe takes contact by someone on A, you can really come here and trade him because the route is just too long. Yeah, so not... I mean, it's fine right now because the CTs have to make a play. Everyone's just kind of holding their position.
One window.
Your position isn't
One of them
known.
has an USP only.
I think you're going to kill him here.
Wait, okay.
Yeah, so this is actually very well played and by you and by the team. Like, you're losing some guys in mid. You say, okay, let's chill. Well, nobody says anything, but you guys are all chilling, just holding a good angle. You know, it gives you a lot of space over the map. Sense is, you know, checking B. He's putting a lot of pressure here. Farron is still in mid. Even though he gave away his position, he's still sort of like holding all the positions here. So in a way, you guys are all holding the rotates, right? This guy's putting pressure. And if anyone wants to go B, you know, he has to cross. Or he has to cross here, or he has to go like this. So this was nice, even though I don't think it was coordinated.
That's the USP.
But yeah, after you got that entry,
Should have pushed.
well, I mean, it's still okay. I mean, you're letting the CTs guess. There's a minute left on the clock, so you don't have to like make a play instantly.
I'm waiting for you guys. I'm not gonna go on.
Because you can play a lot with the time.
Yeah, go on.
It's
But
okay.
I'm only looking jungle right now.
You can smoke
It
the
should be shadows.
Flashing
I'm
city.
pretty sure one guy was shadow.
Okay, so maybe that's the only thing that I don't like here right now is that you're the only Palace guy right now. You drop some utility, boom, boom, boom. I would just trade your team here, right? The Palace trader. Classic. You're dropping utility. You're doing a lot for your team. Technically, your team should be able to just cross the default and try and get the bomb down. And let's say anyone peeks from CT to try and kill them, you can trade. And then you kill the CT guy. Most of the time, there's only going to be a single guy. The other guy still has to rotate in, and you can get the bomb down safely. But you peek first. Now, this is sort of an awkward position, because now you're the only Palace guy. They're going to come on ramp. Also, you could maybe sneak up here, get a nice angle. And Stable Mike could maybe cheat the smoke, if they're not aware.
CT deep.
They're not checking it. And now it just kind of falls apart. Yeah.
We lose the round.
So that's maybe the mistake you made here, was just trying to go for the first contact. I would just bait my teammate here already. And get the bomb in a nice position, make sure it goes down, and when they get shot at, then you peek it. Since jungle is smoked, this is mollied. I mean, they're not going to be able to see you, really, through that Molotov. They're not going to be able to peek from jungle. So only really worry about this and this. And if you're planning here, then you don't even have to worry about this. You can just worry about CT. Honestly, these guys should die first before you should die, because you're the trade guy. Tell them to go default, since everything is sort of like pretty, you know, check. And you only have to worry about this. Now, the moment they go from ramp and they cross into CT and you take that line, then I would peek on the same line. And then you have sort of like a double peek going on, right? That would be a good play. And that's what pro teams do as well, right? They kind of chill here, chill on Palace, and then they do 3-2-1, and then they double peek CT on the same line, which makes it impossible for the CT to
Peaks like that.
kill both, right? I mean, it's not necessary to take this angle. I would maybe like it more if you just came up here and then took this angle instead, because that's just such an easy op angle. And maybe have your teammate come jungle. Sense is going to take some info towards B. And this is also really nice of your teammate, because even though Sense, I'm not sure if he... Oh, he stopped fragging. All right. I was going to say, like, this guy probably has a good understanding of the game, because he sees everyone towards A, and he sees Dingster coming in with the bomb. So what he does, again, he puts some pressure on B. He mollies this. He's probably going to shoot a bit.
One is above order.
And that's going to let Noloff go towards B, because it sort of looks like there's stuff going on, right? And you're still holding passive, which is also nice, because if the CTs don't have any mid information, they might decide to push ramp or Palace and take some info there. So technically, you could have also gotten a kill here again.
Over.
So number 4 is already in jungle.
Guess you killed him. He
Shadow's
ran away.
clear. Ooh, this is... Ooh. Taking the triple angle, being open to CT. All right, there you go.
Holding CT.
Okay, now this is fine, right? So you have full jungle, full mid, full everything, and you can hold this with an op. Op is really strong here. And if everyone just stays in the exact position, like, it should be fine. All right, jungle guy gets killed.
Jungle from Palace right now.
So many free kills, but just clicking. Okay, who's
One's
coming out B
bench.
there? A sense. I don't know how he managed to not get hurt here. That's kind of crazy. Technically, if nobody does anything and he just stays car, he can just get a free kill 100%. But he's scared to jump up. That's a free kill.
One more.
Yeah, this sense guy's really good. He even goes for the wall bank to clear that angle when he has no info about him. Again,
One triple, one
One's
Gekko
jungle.
angle.
So yeah, I would have probably also liked it again just to go here. Because one of your teammates is planning the bomb. So that means really one of your teammates has to defend, right? And for some reason, if someone was kitchen there and one guy's planning, he might be able to take that 1v1 and kill him. And then it would be for sort of a more awkward situation. So I would have liked it more if you already came up here and just held this angle. Just to give your teammates some backup. And once the bomb goes down, then you can decide to do something else. Because then again, they're in a 2vx situation. Again, if Dinkster, just hold short. You can hold kitchen. Farron has to go car, hold BFs,
Hold
right?
it. Blue. I'm holding market. Up. Two, both.
Okay, once again, just a bit aggressive. You know, I don't like people swinging bench to check exit. It's sort of just like a 50-50 fight you're taking. Technically, there was no need for this guy to peek since you've already held the angle.
He's there as well.
I'm pretty sure I've blundered here. I can't aim.
Yeah, so this is already, again, a teammate issue, right? Steam fail here. If you were holding this angle and this guy would just stay here and just hold, I don't know what, maybe the window jump or whatever, or just being passive, there's not really anything for him to do since you're pretty much holding down this entire side. All he has to do is hide bench. This guy can hide the backside. And the moment this guy runs out and you shoot, you whiff, you die, boom, trade. You know, boom, trade. Done. But now because this guy peeks first, there's no trade potential from bench. You die and boom, it's a 1v1. Which is very winnable for no love.
Running.
No, side A, side A.
I don't know about that guy. I don't know why he went for the peek there. That was so not necessary. 'Cause your teammates are already coming up ramp. You're coming in connected with the op. Like, I would prefer him to peek later. Like, I would prefer for him to peek after these guys take contact with him or here. Not peek
defense
first,
maybe.
because that's again something just like the last time where you peeked out and you got AK'd or opt. Same situation, right? Almost exactly the same. There's still a molly on Dinkster. Molly can either be for under or for jungle. They can come out, you know, you can come up. And then after everyone already comes up a bit, then he can go for trade kills, whatnot, blah, blah, blah.
And be under wood now.
The fact that he peeked first there, I don't like it. And then, yeah. It just felt a bit out of place. Like, imagine you and this guy swap positions. It would have been very doable. But, yeah, now it's just a really awkward position.
Stairs.
I mean, just plan for CT. Free kill. This is stupid.
Stops holding, yeah.
Yeah, so never do this. Even after you get one kill, there's no point in going for this pick since your teammate's planning the bomb. So why would you go for the peek, right? If your teammate's planning, you look at the situation as a 1vx situation. And you have to defend this a matter of all costs, right? By him planning on default, it's impossible for him to get killed from like here or there. Well, maybe with a good wallbang, but just keep holding CT. There's no molly coming in. There's no nades coming in. The fact that this guy left the CT angle actually caused you to lose the round. And that's the only really mistake that he makes here in this game because he had a lot of good rounds. And then he loses it.
GG, nice try.
Yeah, but after this, I think I'm gonna think a bit. Like, if someone dies on A, I'm probably pushing B apps after that. Or if I'm probably not gonna play much op short anymore. And,
Right, yep.
Yeah.
Playing
And
the
I'm
op
gonna play-
apps, also very strong.
Yeah, actually very helpful. Neo. Actually very helpful.
Oh, that's why people pay me to coach, right? And also, if you die in the game, you just have to think like, okay, you know, what could have been better? Was it my fault? Was it my teammate's fault? How could we prevented this? And apply that to the next round, right? And then you just keep improving.
That's actually not, as I said, I don't really think much when I play. I just run around and do whatever is natural or whatever it's default to do on my position. So
All right, sounds good, man. Wish you good
thank
luck.
yeah, thank you.
And wait, did you redeem it yourself or did someone redeem it for you? I don't remember.
Someone redeemed it for me.
Oh, okay. So you gotta thank that person. I don't know who that was, but shout out to them. All right. Well, have a good day, man.
Thank you, man. Bye.
All right. Bye. What a nice guy. What a nice guy that was.